We're on the top of Skyline Drive. Skyline Drive's a road that follows along the tops of the mountains through central Utah. I'm not sure exactly how far it goes. And way down in there is our destination. This side is where we just came from. Yeah, we just stopped at this little grassy lake, is what this is called. You stiff from sitting in that chair, Dad?
Oh, I'm fine.
Good.
It's not bad at all.
So we're just taking a little pit stop on our way to our destination. Kind of some pretty scenery up here.
Did you say you'd been here, Dave?
Yeah.
Did you guys come here on the 50 miler or something?
See that rock over there?
Yeah.
I made hot dogs.
Okay, the landscape has changed quite a bit. Now we're into the desert part of this trip. This looks all barren and kind of boring, but we're coming to some really cool stuff. Okay, once again you can see the terrain has changed quite a bit. And we've only driven probably 15 miles from the last time I had the video recording. Okay, we're at the Buckhorn Wash pictograph panel. So this huge wall, and then down at the bottom is a bunch of pictographs. And I'll take you a little bit closer and show you.
You did so good.
Oh, Luke's on the other side, Mom.
Luke, you're breaking the rules.
I like Luke.
Come here, Rebel.
Look at his smile. Is Luke a troublemaker?
He knows he's not supposed to do something, but like, he has this little smile.
That smile that he just made. Yeah.
Oh, gotta watch out for them. What's that one? He's just stoked on the rocks.
Hi.
Down here now, we're down when they were doing all this.
I think they call him so.
1,000 years ago.
Questions are weird.
My question.
Oh, that's a white canvas.
Luke, the little rule breaker, crossed the fence.
Hey, Maddie. I know. You are such a good climber.
I'm gonna go get him. Do you want to go out and see the pictures closer or something?
Yeah. Come here, kid.
No!
Yay! Let's go find something really cool. Oh, Walker's got a great place.
What's Mom doing?
Are you videoing?
Yeah.
What's Mom doing?
Hey,
Here's the
handsome.
3 generations of Despain boys.
3 handsomes.
He's just hanging out. He's not afraid of us. He's probably watched 1 million people walk by. We just stopped for a quick lunch break here at this little campsite. And of course, we had to get out the firebox and cooking up some lunch.
It's like almost gone.
It just melted.
It looks pretty good. Dad, that's about perfect, huh?
Go any further, it's going to fall off.
Well, we drove and we drove and we drove and we stopped at about what feels like 100 different campsites. and we just had way too many opinions in the car, and it was never good enough for everyone. And then we found this place, and it's perfect. We're very happy. There's a bunch of cottonwood trees. There's really great scenery. I think this is Mexican Mountain. See, it's just a really cool mountain. It looks like it's going to develop a bunch of arches, you know, maybe in 1,000,000 years from now, or 500,000, or who knows. And but we've got great cottonwood trees. We've got the San Rafael River, and we're here completely by ourselves. So it's just this lovely grove of cottonwood trees, and it's nice and flat and level. And the kids and Jessica are down there by the river. You can see it's going to be great shade for tomorrow, which is supposed to be sunny, and we're very happy. And one of the best things about this place is it's just littered with Firebox firewood. You found a rock?
Yeah, it's a good one.
Ooh, that's a good one. Don't drop that on your toes. Okay, tonight we're going to cook up hot dogs and fried green tomatoes. So we've got the fried green tomatoes, or the green tomatoes all cut up. And I've got my oldest Firebox. This is the Firebox. If you watch my old videos where I'm testing out like burning toilet paper and sawdust and wood pellets and all those very first experiments I did were done in this Firebox. But I've completely packed it full of sticks from all the way full, the whole fire chamber. And we're going to light it at the top and let it burn down so that hopefully it'll give us enough burn time that we can do all of our fried tomatoes. And we also have some zucchini here. You can see some zucchini. We're going to fry up some zucchini as well. So we've got some oily paper towels that we're going to use to start it here on the top, and hope that that'll catch good enough that it'll start burning down. Go ahead and light that, Emma. No, you can't put it right up against it, or you put it out. Give it a little bit of space so air can get around the match. We're gonna do our mixing.
Die.
There you go. So we're gonna make the egg wash with some of our eggs
How am I gonna crack them?
that we got
From Emma's chickens.
from Emma's chickens.
How am I gonna crack them?
Do I just not have enough oil in there?
It should be okay. I mixed everything before we left.
Oh, that's nice.
These tomatoes, now that they're sliced, actually look kind of good.
Yeah, they do. They look appetizing.
Yeah. I keep forgetting to do the flowers. What do we have? Full pan? No. I need an emergency style because it's so close to the phone. Alright. It has pink on it, so I wonder if it's like a girl one.
Now we're rocking and rolling. This is perfect temperature.
The crust is getting really nice looking.
It's smoke free. It's working good. You think they're done?
I'd give them some more time.
You wait till they kind of stop bubbling quite so much?
No, I just give them some time so that the crust, so it's golden brown, not getting too dark, but that the insides are able to cook nicely, you know? So
yeah, so they're not
hard.
You just kind of turn them.
So they're tender. Yeah, I'll just turn them a couple times. The breading looks like it's nice. Looks like it's turning out good. Are we gonna be able to tell what's what?
Think the oil's hot enough, or should I put a couple sticks in? Bubbling like it's hot enough, but they're not getting as brown.
That's okay, because as you go, your oil gets
Browner
dark.
and browner.
Yeah, so you don't want to get it too hot, because then you can't cook if the oil gets too dark.
Okay.
Finally. I've done
You kind of poke them with the fork to see if they feel tender?
Yeah, I will. So I don't.
This one feels a little like tough.
I think those tomatoes might take longer than the zucchini.
Yeah, this zucchini feels done.
At home, I just know how long, just because I've done it so many times. But yeah, the zucchini will go faster.
Yeah, these zucchinis are done. You starving, Isla?
Isla is ready to
My
eat.
stomach hurts. I'm so starving.
So you want to give them a minute though, because they'll be really hot. They hold their heat for a long time.
Is this a zucchini, you think? That looks
No,
like
that's a tomato. I think those are all tomatoes.
Yeah, the tomatoes still feel a little firm. This one doesn't.
Right here, Mom.
This one's thinner.
Yeah, like purple almost.
After that second batch, the longer you do it, the foamier the oil gets. Always gets foamy.
Do you think that's the flour?
I don't know. Because it doesn't do it the first batch. It's like after, yeah, maybe the flour in the oil. And then like,
It's still too hot? Is it good?
They're pretty good.
Do
I
they
like
need-
them.
Do they need a little salt? Pretty good?
I put quite a bit of salt in the
I think they're fine.
butter. So
They look like they turned out about perfect.
I need to try one of those tomatoes.
Yeah, are they cool enough? Maybe I'll try a tomato.
You could try one. It might still be a little toasty. That thin
They're
one.
thicker.
That thin one might be pretty alright.
Yeah, I'm gonna try this thin one. I don't know if I've ever tried fried green tomatoes. It's not very green anymore. They kind of turn clear when they get cooked.
I don't think I've tried them either. Maybe they're
Look
super
at
good.
Luke and Emma.
Oh, they're sweet over there.
Yeah, it's good.
Is it good?
hmm
It's too hot still?
You know, I can't say as though I can really taste the tomato.
It's just more about the breading.
Yeah, I can taste it a little bit. I mean, this is kind of a thin one, so there's not a lot of tomato flavor. You want to try a fried green tomato? It's good. It kind of has a tangy flavor.
I bet it does. Because it's like it's not ripe, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really tangy. It's good.
It's different, huh?
Yeah, I like it. Very good.
Hey, these hot coals are ready for your hot dogs, girls. Will you get them out of the cooler for me?
There's a bag that has like all the dairy and meat stuff right there on the top. And there should be a package of hot dogs in there. I can't help you right now, sweetheart, because I'm going to get some hot doggy stuff out.
So, how many people want hot dogs? Emma?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3,
4?
yeah,
Right here.
4 if you don't want one.
I don't think I want one. I'm full.
Then the
Hey, you guys, these hot dogs are done.
burned down.
You probably better get your buns ready.
Burned down.
Get your buns moving and get these hot dogs eaten. Okay, it's morning. We had a good night. Everybody stayed warm. It was actually a really nice, comfortable night. You can see the sun is about to rise over these mountains on this side. And I've kind of come up a little bit. We're camped down here in this little lower wash area with all these cottonwood trees. Really nice and shady. It's about the nicest, shadiest spot for miles around. And we got lucky enough to find it last night, bouncing around from site to site. This is completely unofficial camping. I mean, there are no tables or bathrooms, or it's not a fee area. Looks like the sun is just hitting that Mexican mountain. That's really a pretty sight. You can kind of see some of the detail of that mountain. Pretty cool stuff. And the sun is just starting to wash over everything. Just such a beautiful time of the day. Hey, Luke! Luke! Let's go back and make some breakfast. We'll make some bacon. So I've been trying a different knife. This is the Morrow Companion Heavy Duty. And I met with the reps of Morrow at the Outdoor Retailer Show, and this knife is basically identical to the Morrow Bushcraft. The only difference is it doesn't have the black coating, and it's slightly shorter, and when I say slightly I mean just a teeny bit shorter, and it doesn't have a sharp back edge, which could be sharpened quite easily. What I'm noticing about it, you know, I'm kind of realizing I really want to find a less expensive knife to be able to offer on our website with our other kits. I'm working on sourcing a really nice expensive knife as well, but I wanted to have two options, a less expensive and a more expensive. And you've seen me use my Condor, and I'm seeing that the big difference between the Condor and the Morrow is the angle of the grind. You can see my Condor, I didn't even know it ever got wet, but this last time I pulled it out it had a bunch of corrosion on it, and I didn't think it had ever been in a situation where it had gotten wet, but apparently it has. But I really like this angle a lot better, because as far as doing feather sticks, you can do it you can create the proper angle to make a feather stick with the Morrow, and I think this is how the Morrow gets away with having a less expensive steel, is they have a much sharper angle on their grind. But what happens is you have to put it on such an angle that it wants to just cut into the stick instead of make a feather stick. So the Condor is much more comfortable to make feather sticks than what the Morrow is. And maybe it's just a matter of me getting used to it. But my problem with the Condor is I got it razor sharp. Just really spent a lot of time getting it razor sharp. And then just doing a little batoning and a few feather sticks, I noticed it had some pretty significant burrs on it. So the steel just isn't hard enough. It's just slightly too soft. So I can't feel those burrs now. But anyway, those are just my observations so far with trying to find a less expensive knife to offer with our kits and whatnot. And I like the Morrow, and maybe it's just a matter of me getting used to this new bevel. But maybe you guys could leave me what you've learned about bushcraft knives and the angle of that bevel, and teach me a thing or two. I appreciate it. Okay, so I'm kind of getting the hang of this Morrow knife with doing feather sticks, and it's working really well. It's a little less comfortable than the Condor angle, but like I say, the Condor angle, with the hardness of the steel, just required sharpening, almost constantly, because you'd develop a burr just with a small amount of use. And so that's why I wanted to give this Morrow a try, because I think it might be a better choice to offer with our kits. And I think it is a good choice. So I think we will be putting together a kit that includes the Morrow Companion. It doesn't make sense to get the Morrow Bushcraft when the Morrow Companion Heavy Duty has the same thickness of blade, the same blade material. Everything is basically identical, and it's more than 3 times as much money. And I think it's mostly just the look. So I'm going to spend some time and sharpen this back edge and just see how sharp I can get that. But I think this is a good way to go versus the Morrow Bushcraft, because I think you're just paying a lot for the hype of the bushcraft, and it is a beautiful knife. I love the black, but I don't think it's worth spending that much extra money just to have the blade be that black color. I'm gonna get ready to cook some bacon,
Yeah, look, just have
and I'm gonna preload
right in your chair.
the firebox, but I'm gonna kind of show you what I've learned about that. Last night I preloaded it a little bit too deep, and I think it'll work better if I just load it in a little shallower so that there's room for the flame to develop before it hits the bottom of the pan. So I've kind of divided my sticks into smaller and larger sizes, and I'm just gonna load them in here, and you really pack it pretty tight. But I'll show you how high I think probably makes sense to preload it. You can put them in just however you can fit the most sticks in to the tightest amount of space. That's kind of what I'm going to go with this time. The fire will work its way through, and I think that this kind of depends on the type of wood you're using, but this being these cottonwoods just really burns easy and burns fast. It's not at all a hardwood, I don't think. So then I'm going to use these little shorter and smaller sticks to kind of fill the little gaps that are left behind here. But what I'm going to do is leave about an inch, so from the wood to this lower level, I'm going to leave about an inch, I don't know, maybe a little less than an inch. So that it, as far as this packed wood goes, and then I'll put a little fluffy stuff on top to help just get it started, and it'll be a little higher than that. Okay, so I'll just kind of show you down in there what that looks like.
Mommy.
It's kind of packed in there tight, and then I'll just build a little fire on top of this, and that way it'll last for my whole cooking project. Find a shadier spot.
And I just swing it around this way or something.
Yay, it's lit.
So then it's just a little flame underneath there, and it'll build as it works its way down, and then by the time the bacon's almost finished, it'll be hot coals. So the good thing about cooking this way with preloading the firebox is, while it does get really hot at first, that usually works out okay because your food has so much moisture in it that you really need kind of a lot of heat to get that moisture out. And then as the moisture goes away, the temperature goes down, and it kind of works out perfectly to where when your food is finishing up, you don't have nearly as much heat. You can see we still have lots of fuel to go here, but bacon takes quite a while to cook, so I think that'll work out perfect. Starting to get crispy. So the temperature's coming down now. It's going to be hot coals. It'll be perfect for cooking the eggs.
Breakfast burrito, or can I leave it in the thing?
No, I don't care. I like sour cream. Well, no, it's fine in the breakfast burrito. I don't need it.
Yeah.
This bacon is done, though. Will you hold that?
Yay!
The breeze is wanting to blow your paper towels
Yeah,
around.
I'll hold it.
You hold it while I scoop it. Look at that. Perfect.
Beautiful.
Only the bacon's done.
Beautiful bacon.
Very hot.
Okay, so now that preload is just hot coals. So it's going to be perfect temperature for cooking the eggs. And I can just toss in one small stick here and there just to give me a little bit of flame if we need it.
cute little green egg.
Good job on the
brown egg.
bacon.
You guys give thumbs up on the bacon?
Uh-huh.
Good.
Tasty. It always tastes yummy, especially when you're out camping, huh? Nope.
You only have one egg left.
No, then I can just chuck the egg container. You better be hungry. We got lots of eggs here.
Should I just turn them over and let the cheese?
Yeah, I'll do the other side.
We should have cheesed this side. This side needs cooking. No, buddy. No, buddy.
Careful with the tripod, buddy boy. Okay.
Emma, stop eating all the bacon.
Stop. Seriously, it's like half gone.
Isla.
Wow.
We need some for our burritos, kids. Up at our fire pit or something, so we can do some winter camp pictures or something. Video. All right, we'll get out some
Okay, let's get the
plates.
burrito stuff going.
Stick around, baby. We're gonna have some yummy food here.
I already ate.
I know, but you need to have some eggs and
You
cheese.
need to have something other than bacon.
Yeah, eggs and cheese.
Herdez salsa. It's delicious canned salsa.
Comes in a can with a pop top, so it's nice for camping.
Yeah, perfect for camping.
All right, look at you. You look like you're ready to rumble here.
Okay, breakfast is served.
Let's get Isla one
looks
of these
good.
going.
I just need another small one. It is really good.
You can have that. I think I'll be good with this. I can use the rest of Emma's cheesy eggies. I don't know if I'm gonna do salsa.
It's really good.
I know. Maybe I'll do half with half without. I do like that salsa, but I might be going for some pure bacon egg flavor here.
Bacon and eggs burrito.
Yeah, that's tasty. Loki, did you have bites of egg? That's tasty. Here you go.
Swallow first. Luffy.
Hey, this Hornet wants my bacon, my breakfast burrito.
Luffy.
Don't let him
Luke,
have it.
swallow.
Did he spit the egg out or did he eat it?
Do you want to go out by the river now, Mama?
That is so good. That turned out great.
I really like the eggs. They're really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the eggs are the perfect amount of cheesiness. So here's a new product that I found at the outdoor retailer show. These are called lock sacks. And these are like a super heavy duty Ziploc, but they're so much better. They have a double seal. They're waterproof up to 60 meters. What does this say? It actually tells me somewhere here, 200 feet or 60 meters. So it's very waterproof, very durable. They're intended to be semi-disposable. They're not intended to last forever, and I've been kind of rough on this one. But I'm going to show you that this one is made for carrying a cell phone. So I'm just going to slide my cell phone in there. And we have confirmed that this will work with the Note 3, the Note 2. The very large cell phones will fit in here. And I just thought this was a good fit, you know, for people to, so when they are backpacking somewhere that's really wet. I agree, you probably shouldn't have your cell phone or shouldn't be making phone calls and texts when you're camping. But you might want your camera, your video camera. It's still a nice, lightweight, compact camera to take with you, even if you don't have cell coverage. But this will protect it from the weather. It's totally waterproof. And the cool thing about it is you can still use your phone. It's still completely operational. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this phone on. And I'm actually going to start taking some video here. So we'll transfer from my camcorder to the video camera in my phone, right? Now, so now I'm using the camera of my cell phone, and I'm just going to go ahead and dip this under the water and use my phone as the guinea pig. So, and this lock sack's been used quite a bit. It's kind of roughed up a little bit, and it's still waterproof. So I think this will be great for people, you know, when they're doing their thing out in the woods and out in the wild, to keep their phone protected, so they can use the camera aspect or whatever they need to use. You know, some people might even, you know, go camping and still be able to do some work from their campsite. It's just great to get out and get out in the wild and kind of relax a little bit. So that's the lock sack on fireboxstove.com. Okay, so one more advantage that I just found out about is if you trap a little bit of air in the bag with your cell phone, then your phone floats. So if you do drop it like this, then your phone will float, and you can capture it. Okay, so we need to heat up some beans to make some Frito pie, or walking tacos, or whatever you want to call them. It's where you put in beans and stuff into your the small Frito packages, and it's pretty great camping food. But I'm going to do it in the Nano today with wood. So I'm actually going to do it with the fire grate up. I don't know how many of you realize this, but I actually designed this with the intention of using it without a fire grate. So you can actually use it both ways, either with the fire grate or without. And I'm using kind of a mixture of sizes of wood. So I've got some really small stuff and then some stuff that's a little bit bigger diameter. Stuff from probably about pencil size on up to finger size. And I think the Nano works pretty good that way. As a general rule, the smaller the stick size, the hotter the fire. And there's a lot of variables involved in that. You know, like the type of wood you're using and different stuff like that. But several small sticks will definitely burn hotter than just 4 large sticks. So I think that's probably enough sticks. And I've got some feather sticks here that I'm going to use to get it going. And that should be enough to get things rolling really good. Hey Isla, do you have those beans ready for me? My initial prototypes for this stove didn't have a fire grate at all, which the advantage of not having the fire grate down is you don't build up any coals in there at all, and so it just allows it to flow very freely. Will you bring me the beans? I guess I'll need that spoon too. Thank you. Now we probably should have kept a little water in there just to... That's okay. Yeah, why don't you get me just a little bit of water and that'll help it just kind of steam. Did you get me the spoon? Is there just a water bottle you can just grab? I just need a little bit of water. That's fine.
Here's the spoon.
Yeah, they're bubbling down there. Having some water in there will just make steam and it'll help it to heat all of it up at the same time. But I probably am going to need to stir it quite a bit because it is so thick. That's a lot of heat under there already. You can see the steam already coming out of those. I don't think they're going to take very long to heat up. And these are cottonwood sticks, so they're burning pretty fast. Especially this little skinny guy. So I think these will be hot beans really quick.
Should I get anything else ready, or are we pretty good for now?
No, if Mom, I don't know, is Mom taking care of the baby?
Yeah.
I don't know, ask her what she needs to get ready for the actual Frito pie.
Looks like they're almost done.
Yeah, we just need to get them hot. I think they're already cooked. Well, they're for sure cooked.
You don't want them to be burnt.
Yeah, we don't want to burn them.
That was the fastest cook in the world.
What's that?
That was the really fast cook.
I can hear them bubbling down there.
Me too. Here's some salt. Mom just says,
We need to salt the beans a little bit.
yeah, we can just put some. They're not so much because the Fritos are already salty.
Okay.
Don't we put like corn too?
No, I don't know. I think we sometimes put corn in our beans.
Or if we have that.
I don't know if we will with Frito pie.
What?
I don't know if we'll do corn with Frito pie.
Yeah. I don't even think we have any
You don't think we have any?
corn. Should we take them off?
So the times you'd want to use this with the fire grate in the up position is when you're planning on running it for quite a while, which I'm only going to be running this for a minute, but I don't know, I just kind of wanted to try it with the fire grate up.
Oh, Daddy,
For old
that one
time's
just fall
sakes.
out, fall out.
That's okay.
Like literally.
I think these beans are hot. You want me to just kind of do a low temperature and keep them warm for a minute?
Yeah, and you're going to want to probably add the cheese right to them. Like we did last time.
Oh, can you bring me the cheese, Isla?
I was ready to get everything out you guys are going to need. Yeah, bring
Emma, can you go get the cheese for me?
Yeah.
Because this is
Oh, I
hot.
already got it.
Just dump it right in.
All of it?
Just all the cheese?
Yeah, I think so.
That's quite a bit of cheese.
I don't know, add it. When you mix it up, it kind of just made it like a easy...
Bean fats.
I think. Okay,
I'm
that's
sure that's good. It probably already melted a little.
okay. Well, these are hot. I'm just going to melt this cheese into here. And then I'm going to save. I have 3 minutes of battery left, it says. So I'm going to push stop so I can show you the final step of Frito pie. And then I guess we'll have to say goodbye at that point, because I'm just out of battery. Brought 2 batteries on this trip, and I'm completely out of battery already. So I'm going to push stop now, and we'll come back here in a few minutes. Okay, I actually just moved the stove out of the way and then set my beans on the hot coals that had fallen onto the ground. And that kept my beans nice and warm for me while I got everything else together. So what I'll do now is you take the bag of Fritos and you just cut the side off of it. You throw that away. And then there you have your Fritos. Put your beans in on top of your Fritos. And then it's just a matter of fixing them up however you like them. You know, you can see this is super cheesy. So there's going to be plenty of cheese. Oh, it looks like this. So I'm going to do sour cream and salsa.
Can I start putting my beans in?
Yeah, you can put your beans in. Put sour cream here. Now I've got the camera going. Don't get in front of it. Get right here. A little sour cream. A little bit of this awesome salsa that I like so much. I'm going to use a fork to drain out some of the water of that salsa. And there you have it, Frito pie. Or they call them walking tacos too, because you can just kind of hold them in your hand. It's just super convenient for camping food. Then when you're done, you just throw the package away and you're good to go. Anyway, I'm going to give it a try. Save some for Mom. I think that's about it. And they're good. And they're nice and hearty for camping, and it's delicious stuff. So anyway, thank you for joining me and my family at the San Rafael Swell. We're kind of in the upper Black Box area by Mexican Mountain, Central Utah. Thanks everyone for watching. I really appreciate the likes, the shares, the comments, all that stuff. It really means a lot to me. Thanks everyone. Bye-bye.